If you watch and listen to influencers on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you would think that traveling is all sun and roses. We're here to tell you today that there's a lot more to traveling than that. Carrie.
Retirement isn't the end, it's the beginning of discovery. This is the Elder Nomad. Let's explore the world together. Adventure has no age limit. Live your dream life. And now let's get started.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Scott Paton, your Elder Nomad, and joining me today is my good friend Scott Paton, and he happens to be in a very special beach in Vietnam. So welcome to the show, Sua. How are you doing today?
I'm doing terrific, Scott. How are you doing?
Awesome. All right. So you are not in your normal spot in Vietnam. So
No.
where are you?
That's why this is kind of funky looking. Well, I'll show you where it is. I'm in Vũng Tàu. It's a local beach. You know, foreigners come to Vietnam. They go to the beach where there's a lot of nice stuff, a lot of nice places to go to, but the locals here come here because it's closer to Ho Chi Minh City. It's like 2 hours away, 2 hours drive. Right?
And that's where you are.
Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, the outside, I'm outside right now, but here is the view. Hold on, can you see the view? Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
So it's got a hill there.
Beautiful.
And you can hear you might hear the background people. Locals live here, so it's not like it's like a tourist area. But there's a swimming pool down below. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
A ridiculous swimming pool down below.
So you're off the beaten track when it comes to regular North American or European visitors.
Yeah, that's right. Normally, Europeans and North American visitors don't come to this part of the country, of the city.
Right.
As you can tell, I think some kids are having a rough day outside right now. Thank God for these Bluetooth noise canceling. Otherwise, you hear the kids screaming and screeching right now.
I can tell you right now, we hear them like they're right beside us.
Seriously? You can hear? So this is, could you imagine me training?
Right?
Could you imagine me online training right now? It's like unprofessional. It's like, oh my God, I can hear the little, I don't know whether maybe 5-6-year-old kid screaming on his top of his lung outside because his mom is, I don't know, punishing him or not giving him something.
Right. And that is one of the challenges of traveling is if you have meetings where you have to have some quiet or you're recording like we are right now, then sometimes it can be really difficult to find that place, that perfect place.
Oh, yeah.
Good news is we're all used to Zooms. We're all used to people disrupting things. Like I know I did a recording a couple weeks ago and I was in it was a common area of this resort and there'd been nobody there from 9 a.m. till 3. And at 2:30, 3 couples came and sat down around me and started talking. And so one problem, of course, is their noise. The other problem is my noise because I don't, I tend to project when I'm talking, right? I have a different sound than I do when I'm normally just talking you and me sort of thing. And the last thing I want to do is disrupt their time here, right?
That's right.
And it's the tension and the stress through the roof. And then finally, when it is the time, everything is fine. It works out.
Yep.
This is the Elder Nomad Show, hosted by Scott Paton. Adventure has no age limit.
And
that's what it is.
That's one of the things that I think when you're traveling, you have to understand is somehow tomorrow the sun will rise and you will be alive.
Yep.
You don't necessarily know.
And just accept the fact, and just really have to accept the fact that the sun doesn't rotate around you.
That's right.
Well, it does, but in physics. But you know what I mean? Like our world is we work around other people's schedule. Like this morning, I was telling you when I got up, First thing here, they're blasting some kind of something like community message or something. Oh, it's almost like the Muslim prayer thing, but it's not that loud, but it's not continuous. It's just
Okay.
like, hey,
Oh.
good morning, by the way, so and so and so and so and so. Okay, that was it.
I thought
What
it
was
was
that?
only in Colombia and Latin
Yeah.
America where they did that, because there's guys selling avocados and they've got a loudspeaker.
Maybe that was it.
Avocado,
Yeah.
avocado.
Yeah. I think that was it. I said, that was pretty
Mandarins,
loud, but
mandarins,
it was gone.
mandarins.
I caught the last end of it, right? So I was like, what the heck was that?
Right, right. So I guess our lesson is there's nothing you can do about it, but just
No, I mean, like even
go with it.
internet, even this internet, I thought it was going to be pretty bad because when I test internet during the time that I check in, which was not early morning right now. When I was checking in, it was like after late afternoon, so maybe too many people around here was just siphoning the internet from here. So I was
Right.
like, oh, this internet's going to be brutal. I'm going to have to hotspot my phone.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed is the internet everywhere is far better than it was 5 to 7 years ago.
Oh yes, much better,
Huge,
way
huge
better.
improvement.
Like in Bali, we got Starlink now. Before it was forget it. Don't bother with Zoom. Don't bother with any conference call.
So, do you have any devices that you travel with that attach you to the internet?
No, I have my 5G phone, which has like very strong 4G and 5G in the city area, and this is like they gave me like 7 gig data per day,
Oh, good.
7 GB of data. Yeah, so I can hotspot all day long and not worry about using up my data.
Nice, nice.
That's the one different about North America. I think we got ripped off in cellular plan. So I got this phone. It has a 210 gigabyte per month, so 7 gig per day.
Wow.
Yeah, 210 gig per month. Guess how much I'm paying monthly?
$40.
No, not even close to $10. The fluctuations right now, so just below $10 a month.
Us Canadians are ripped off.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I've noticed places like Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, they seem to be way ahead of us as far as speed, technology, and laying down wire. Maybe it's because there's also
Wireless.
this leapfrog thing, right? Like if you didn't have any internet and you weren't on internet, and then all of a sudden everyone decided you should be, but it's today, you're going to
Yep.
be laying down fiber optics. You're not going to be laying down copper wires, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that could be part of it too. I know that.
Yeah, I think because here in Asia, I think laying down fiber optics, laying down regular landline doesn't make sense. It's just too congested, and digging up the road not possible.
Yeah.
And setting up more phone poles, which get knocked down by the next typhoon, is not going to work.
They talked about that in Africa with. They didn't bother ever putting telephone lines up. It was all cell towers. So they missed that whole 20 odd years of
Copper wire infrastructure.
yeah. They just leapfrogged it. So that's really cool. So
It is, yeah.
share some of the challenges that you've had traveling, Sua.
Oh man, like I told you, I own a husky, right? So we own a husky for over 3 years. She's turned 4. Her
Wow.
first trip ever out of the city, because for
She's
many years we
She's a
could.
Vietnamese husky.
Yeah, Vietnamese husky. Yeah.
She doesn't
So-
suffer in the heat.
We only take her out during the early morning or at night. So she's fine. Like she's a brown husky, not like the thick Alaskan furry ones. Alaskan, like the white husky, are thicker fur, but the brown husky is lighter. It's like, I don't
okay.
know what. Yeah, it's not as thick. They do shed like every other dog sheds, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I was saying the reason why we weren't able to bring her out on any travels, because most of the taxi service back in a couple of years ago was not pet friendly. It's just in the early, I think in the early stage right now. In the recent months, they start advertising, we're pet friendly. You can bring your dog.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's the first time we ever saw that happen. Hey, let's take my huskies to the weekend here to go away at the local beach.
Right.
And she was thrilled. First time she ever see salt water. She was like, she was hesitant. She was looking left. She was looking right. It's like, what is that so far? You know, the beach, right? So it's kind of
Very
cool. I mean, that's a challenge of traveling. And the other challenges of traveling that I saw, and there's some good side. We'll get to that, right? So let's tell the bad side about traveling is that it's hectic, and it's unlike where North America, if they say the train is leaving or whatever is leaving, they give you like some kind of grace period, you know, like 5 minutes or last call, where whoever's missing,
right.
they call, they find out who's missing, right? Here, we come 1 minute after, it's gone. They seriously, I don't know about you, but when you meet people in Asia, they never come on time. Like, honestly, they never show on time. When we have meetings, I honestly almost want to like, what's wrong with people here, right? But that's the way they are. They
But
just
not the trains.
They come around 9 o'clock when you have a 9 o'clock meeting. Around 9 o'clock. It's usually after, right? But usually, like the lawyers and the professional suit people, they come on time, or roughly within a few minutes.
Right.
But the train, the bus, they leave like exactly on the dot. What
So
gives?
Be early. I mean, that's my rule. Like if I know that the train or the plane or the bus is leaving at 9 o'clock, I'm there at 8:30. And delays in airport here in Vietnam is like very high delay. Like there's some airports in the United States, they have the worst rating ever. No, I think Vietnam's got the worst rating ever. well, I have to say I've been very lucky with that. Very rarely.
Yeah.
The only times
Same
I
here.
really get a delay is when I'm late. I was late for this small plane from Vancouver to Victoria. It was a 2-prop plane. And
Cessna type.
Cessna type, yeah. And I was early, but I was at the wrong airport. So I show up. I show up, and he's like, have you checked in? I go like, no. Have you got luggage? Yes. Well, too bad. And in the meantime, the lady behind him, she's contacting the plane, blah, 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 whatever, right? And she gets me on. Well, the two of them do, but she's the one that really got me on. And then it turns out the plane was delayed. So
Thank God.
I'm rushing to get on. And of course, it's like a 20-yard walk across the tarmac. It's not far, but you've got to go through security. And then we get up there, and then we wait half an hour before we actually take off because some other plane has got to go first and come down or whatever. So
yeah,
but
they line up on the tarmac.
My rule, like I traveled with some people once, and they were very much, we're going to show up on time, which to me is late, right? Like if it's leaving at 9,
they can't do that with airplane. Yeah.
No. So I learned, and from now when people ask me if it's 9 o'clock, I tell them it leaves at 8:30, and then
Perfect.
Everyone figures it back from 8:30, and then we get there. And if they notice, no one's ever called me on it, but if they did notice, I would just say, I misread it, right? Why are we here so early? But you only have to be late once or twice for your flight to know.
Oh yeah, and things domino. Yeah, it's a domino effect.
Yeah. And
yeah, I mean, it's seriously, it's interesting.
Let's get back to your husky. Do you take your husky to Bali when you go to Bali?
No, because Bali has a strict enforcement rule. No pets coming into Bali allowed.
Period.
None.
Period.
None. But there's a way around everything, as you and I know. There's a way around everything. Because in Indonesia, in Jakarta, Surabaya, you can bring your dogs and pets into Indonesia, just not Bali, because the island is full of dogs. Like there's full of homeless dogs, street dogs everywhere, right? So they want to clamp down on that.
Okay. So you leave them at home?
Yeah, have to. At one time, we have a daycare nearby, a doggy daycare. Thank God. Then there's a service for that. And they take.
You just need to get a trusted house sitter to come and look after.
Yeah, that might be an option because I don't think Vietnam's quite on the map yet. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Check it out later. We can check it out. Right?
It is. Yeah. It is. There has been some in Vietnam, certainly some in Thailand, but it's not about whether it's on the map. It's whether someone joins and then sets a post and says, I want somebody to come and look after my husky for
Never thought about that. Actually, never thought about on the. Yeah, because we live in a very nice place with a rooftop pool. That's like you cannot.
You want me to come to Vietnam, put up a post on trusted house sitters, and I'll apply.
And there's a 2-room gym with fully air conditioning with a view on the 23rd floor. The gym is on the 23rd floor with a nice view.
We're supposed to talk about how hard traveling is, not how good it is.
Traveling is bad. I mean, traveling can be really bad. Like I'll give you a story. We went to Dalat. It's like because the airport shut down for get this. Airport shuts down. The whole entire airport shuts down for 4 to 5, 6 months. It's actually 6 months now to repair, to upgrade. The place is only open like just a few years ago. Now they have to expand, right? So the airport shuts down. So we need to take a 6-hour bus up to Dalat. And this is where I found out I have to go to my project, right? Site in Dalat, the resort project being built inside the coffee plantation. So there's only way to get up there is by bus. And it was a good bus because you can lay down like they call it a sleeper bus. It probably fit about, I don't know, a 5'8", 5'9" person. If you're over 6 foot, you have a problem. You have to have your knees like this. It won't fit you. So what happened is I went there to the station to take the bus to go there. We arrived because of traffic. So there's traffic to get to the bus station, of course, right? We left early, but they have morning traffic hour, and we weren't expecting that much traffic. So we get there about 2, maybe 3 minutes, not even that much, like 3 minutes after the scheduled time. And here I'm thinking, because everybody comes to my meetings, whenever I post a meeting here in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, they come late. Like they always come late. I always expect them, right? I'll be finishing my iced coffee before the guy arrives or the girl arrives, right? So it's like, what the hell? I'm expecting they give us some grace period because people operate late, come late all the time. So I'm there only a few minutes late. So I'm thinking I'm early. No, they left 3 minutes ago. They said, no, the bus leaves on the dot here. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
So you missed it.
Yeah, by 3 minutes.
So what happened?
I had to wait for the next one, which is an hour later.
Okay. You didn't get on like a rickshaw and have the guy run after the bus?
No, it's funny. The guy's on the phone. He goes, where are you? Oh, we were at this park. Can you get the bus or get the motorbike guy to drive them there? It's like, I said, I got luggages. Are you kidding me? It was just me in a backpack. I would be fine, but I got a luggage too, you know.
Right.
It's like I have actually ridden on a bike carrying a luggage already. So my ass on the back of the seat, the back of the seat of the Honda, my ass is right on the edge of it. If it hits a bump, I'm off.
You're off. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to be doing this. It's like that's a high risk. I'm not a local. So yeah, it was a bad idea. It was coming back from the airport one time, and it's like you're late night. There's nobody around. Like when you're like a midnight flight in.
That's crazy.
1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's good luck. You pick and choose, right?
I have some advice for people who are over 60 when they're traveling to Medellin, Colombia, and I assume it's probably like that in more places than I realize. And I arrived in Medellin. It was like 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, and there's customs, and then there's this big area where people stand. Normally, it's about a quarter full. It was full and up the stairs, back. It was like, it was just. I look at it and I go, oh no. And this guy comes up to me and he says, are you over 60? And I go, yeah, see. And he says, well, there are 3 lines. There's the regular person. There's actually 4 lines. There's the handicapped line. Well, I don't know. There's only 2 or 3 people in it. I can't figure out why they're in it, but that's them. Then there's everybody else, right? That's the big one. Then there is the Colombians that are returning. Well, that tourists coming is local. And then there's the local. And then there is and I think it's probably part of the local, but it's basically special people. If you're senior and
VIP.
elder, if you're and then there's the pilots and those guys, another one. So I guess there's
Yeah,
5.
the VIP, the
So
VIPs we call them.
he just said to me, "Yeah, no, this one," and there was like 4 people in front of me. Now we didn't get, so there's like 500 people in line, and then there's 4 or 5 people in front of me.
Did you say 55 and over?
You don't have to tell them your age. You just have to tell them your old. So yeah, and I mean they didn't take everyone, like it wasn't like a speed line, but they would take a few people, then they take us, a few people, and they take us, right? So it was way faster. And
no money? That's just no, without giving them coffee money.
there was no bribery or anything like that.
Here we have that line. We call it coffee money line.
Oh, so you just pay the guy and you go in the line?
Yeah. He knows the guy. He knows the immigration officer.
I see.
It's supposed to be for the consulate people.
I see.
The pilot, the stewardess. Yeah, those kind of lines.
It happened to me in Panama. I arrived in Panama and I'm going into the regular line, and the lady says, "No, senor, this line," and it was like the senior line, right? Which is I think that's good. Yeah, like you want to. I mean, they appreciate their elders far more than we do in North America.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's more respect. That's good. I like that. I mean, yeah. So I mean, the tip for you guys: if you come into the place and there is like a lineup up to the yin yang, out to the tarmac, find somebody who's walking around, ask them about express or VIP line. Just hand them some money. It can cost you who knows what it is. It could be like $20, $30, $50 at most. Right. They rubber stamp you out. You're out there like within minutes instead of, oh God, this is gonna take 2 hours. I guarantee you. It's like Vietnam is one of those places.
Like this, it would have taken me 3 or 4 hours to get through that line.
Oh my God.
And I think what it was just like 3 planes arrived at the same time. 500 people.
That's all it takes. Yeah, that's all it takes. They can accommodate it.
That's another tip. That's another tip I want to give everybody too, is that I usually work my flights if I can, so that it's an overnight flight and I arrive early in the morning, or I arrive later in the evening. Now, some people are concerned about evenings because it's dark and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But for me, that if you travel when fewer people are traveling, then you have fewer headaches to deal with. Even though the plane might be full, it's only going to be 1 plane, not 4 planes that are arriving.
Yep. Same thing. I don't. I never travel on the weekend. Land on the weekend. I go on Monday to Thursday. Land.
I will fly on Saturday because I find most people will fly Friday and Sunday.
Yeah. Flying is okay. That's what I avoid. I avoid Friday specifically.
Friday.
Everyone's leaving for the freaking weekend somewhere.
Yeah. And everyone's coming home on Sunday usually. So.
Yeah.
And if
most of the time, I try to avoid a weekend.
Yeah. And if you can take the smaller airports, they're a lot more fun than the big ones.
Oh yeah, a lot less stress.
Yeah, so if you like in Nairobi, they have 2 airports, right? And same in Medellin, they have 2 airports. One's international, you don't have a choice, but the other one is from city to city within the country. And if you can find, and doesn't always go to every city that you want to go. Sometimes you have no choice. But if you can take those smaller airports, they are, I mean, everybody is so relaxed, right?
But one point of note, the smaller airport typically are not close to the city. They're usually maybe further out from the city, from what I've noticed. Maybe not in Colombia, but
no,
so the distance.
It's the opposite. The international airport is 50-minute drive from the city, and the national airport is right in the middle.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful about these things when we tell people
look on the map and see where everything is.
Check before you expect, because because if you land on an international airport and it's closer, and then you're traveling to inside the country, and then thinking that that's where you're gonna go. But no, you may end up in the other airport, which is further out, like 2 hours or an hour away from the city. And then you're screwed because you allocated your time for taxi in the morning is not correct.
No. And although there now some place like London has solved that problem because there's at least 4 airports in London. There's Gatwick, Heathrow, Luton, and I don't know what the other one is. But I arrived in Gatwick and I had to go to, which is in the south, and I had to go to Luton, which is in the north. But there's a train.
Wow.
The train just goes from one airport to the other. It stops along the way, but it was
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, this is easy. Yeah. So
yeah, same in Thailand. Same in Thailand. They're connected, right? Thank God. You not make it by taxi because traffic hour will kill. It will crush if you're like that close. Yeah.
And you never, it's sometimes it's hard enough sometimes having an hour to get from one gate to another gate in the same airport. It's like, it's crazy. And
so hey, but the fun point, there's a lot of fun. I find that traveling there's a lot of fun with transportation because you are forced to be more flexible. You're forced to be more creative, find ways how to get to certain places because there is no way to get to certain places that you want to visit, like waterfall area up north. You gotta take like different, oh my God, like from taxi to boat to ferry to the guy on a bike going up the vertical hill, and you're like holding it on for dear life from what I hear from people.
Right.
Oh, like the climb is horrible, but they take a bike up instead. It's like, wow, okay.
Yeah. That guy's got good leg muscles.
Oh, the tires are good. That's what I gotta say. They're made for climbing those hills, right?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you learn traveling is patience. Like I know a travel day is just like, I don't try to do.
You grab a tequila, you grab wherever you need to grab, and just take a sip and just like.
Yeah, and just enjoy the ride because you're not going to be able to get anything done. And so I just write those days off, and then it becomes a lot more relaxing.
I mean, for anybody who's traveling within a country or take any kind of connecting flight or something like that, just sit and relax 24, 48 hours, wherever it is. Do not connect, because if it's not on the same carrier, if it's on the same carrier, it's fine. If it's on a separate, different carrier, oh my God, they're not responsible for you. They're not responsible for that other one. If they went early, I have seen flights leave early. I've seen flights leave early in Vietnam. I was thrown for a loop. We were there early, and everybody was there early. Thank God for this one time. And people said it was because it's late flight, the last flight. It's the last flight. They say everybody's here, everybody show up. Can we go leave early? We're like, sure.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So it's like, 15 minutes early was like, could you imagine if you came and you expected you have 15 minutes left and everybody's gone?
Yeah. Also, the other tip I want to leave everybody with is constantly check the board for what gate you're at.
They change on the fly. Yes, even when you're sitting down there.
Yeah, I was sitting at gate 34, and then I look up, and it's got a different city name. And I go to the board, and I'm now moved to 33. And I go,
Not too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been at 72 and had to go to 10 too.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of fun because 200 people get up at the same time and we all go as a group.
The army is going out of the way.
Out of the way, we're all going. We're all mad.
It only happened to me once in Thailand. I was sitting there. I came like really early, and so I was like napping almost. And then when I woke up, I go, "Where's everybody?" Just luckily, I woke up, like just a quick nap, right? And I woke up, where's everybody? Like, did they board? Did they leave? And I look at, hey, where's it? I look at this, and the person there saw me and said, oh, they changed the gate. Go to gate. I'm at gate 30. And they went to gate 1. It's like,
yeah,
it was a good sprint. Like, I was hustling.
Right.
So don't take a nap. If you're taking a nap, get the person next to you, wake you up.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what's happening with your resort in Vietnam.
The resort in Vietnam is delayed for now until I get the last trench done, and that's pending my investors, right?
So you're just waiting for the money to finish it
Waiting
off.
for the money to finish. Yeah, thank God the rain screen, everything else is on top. The roof is all done, and there's no water coming in there. It's not rainy season yet, thank goodness. Right, the rainy season passed.
Right.
It is on and off rain here, but it's not a big deal because here they dry up in minutes.
Right. Right. So
But
if
the
somebody
project,
was interested in investing in it, how would they find out more about it? Would they go to Commercial Financing Mastery?
no, they would have to go reach out on me on LinkedIn or Facebook. I'm on social media. I'm like everywhere in social media. Just look
Okay.
for my name, Suo Trung. Yeah.
Put that in.
Yeah. Or just email me there, info@suotrung.com, my first and last name.com.
Okay.
Info@suotrung.com. Very
Yeah.
easy.
I know one of the things I know a lot of American and Canadian real estate investors, and they are concerned, is that a good word to use, about investing in real estate outside of their country because they don't know the laws, they don't know the rules, they're always worried about that sort of thing. It's really amazing how everything has been built up that, oh, this is safe and this is not safe.
Yeah, that's the safe and not safe. I mean, I'll put a flip side later, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter where you go. If there's a legal system set up, if there's lawyers, use them. They know the system. They know what's possible, what's not. They won't tell you otherwise. The scam artists. I mean, don't go to a real estate office and ask them what's possible or not. They give you the runaround, or they give you some bullshit answer that
Well, it's always
we can do this. It's always possible. It's like we'll bribe somebody. No, you don't do none of that stuff. Like yes, it's possible to do the bribery, corruption stuff, but then at the end of the day, you're screwed if something push comes to shove. So we do it legally. We use notary, we use lawyers to make sure everything is on paper, to make sure that we have ownership, to make sure that it is what it is. And lawyers typically don't lie when it comes to real estate law. When you can always bring it to another lawyer and ask them to verify, right? So.
Right. Cool. All right, we're going to be right back after this. All right, so my dog wants to go for, thank you. My dog wants to go for a walk, so we're going to close this off real soon. Real quick, I wanted to just quickly share this. This is a map from Trusted House Sitters, just to show you the opportunities for house sitting. As you can see, South America, there's a couple. South Africa actually is 21. Kenya also from time to time has one, but most of Africa, there's nothing. There's 3 in India, but there's a bunch of stuff over here in Asia and Southeast Asia in particular, right? Cool. So this is new. Like usually there's been 3 or 4 around Singapore and maybe around Bangkok, but these other ones are really pretty wild. Although I have done a house sit in Hong Kong. But the other thing I just really wanted to show you is if you're living in the United States, there's 2,300 house sits on the West Coast. Wow. There's a couple thousand on the East Coast. Wow. So you could, if you're starting out, just go and find house sits that are near where you're at, get a reputation, and then you know what? In a year or 2 years, you want to go over to, say, England. There's 3,000 house sits that you could be going to, or there's, Spain is huge. Well, there's a whole bunch of house sits you could be doing, particularly along the coast. Italy usually has nothing in there. Like 5 is good, right? So let's just say if we wanted to look at Italy, there's 1 in Rome. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. And to give you an idea of, you look at the dates because maybe that date works for you, maybe it doesn't. But then, and this is the problem that I have is
this is how you've been traveling around the world and getting free places to stay at.
Yeah, and I've been looking at some of these, and some of them are like gorgeous places, and this one isn't really showing much more than the cat, but you see the. Oh, hold it! I'm sorry. Here's here's the house.
The view.
You know, it's got a good view. It's a nice looking place, and you find ones that you really, really like, and then you go, oh well, you know, maybe I'll go and apply. But you're far better off applying once you have a bit of a reputation, because people don't want to leave their animals with someone that has no, they not verified or any of that sort of thing, right? Which is why
the loved ones. They're like a baby, right? Like my husky is my baby.
So if you're like me and you're from the Vancouver area, right? You just say, well, look at all these places I could go to. And you tell them, I'm going to be going here because I want to house sit for you because I want to get a reputation. Oh, cool. Okay. And also you can go meet them beforehand and they get to know you and everything else. And you just, you know, but the opportunity for doing it, like if you're on the East Coast and you want to come to Vancouver, look at all the places that you could stay. And it's just the same.
Yeah, if you want to live up in a mansion, look up West Vancouver mansions.
That's right. And if you know, California, the way I look at it is $200-300 a night, and you can stay for free. You know. Yeah,
you just gotta take the dog for a walk, right? Cats are easy, I think. Right?
Yeah, cats are much easier. So, if this is something that's of interest to you, let me know, and I can talk to you a little bit more about how to get started. I can get you 25% off, and I'll get 2 free months. Nice. I haven't paid for probably 1.5 years now.
Wow, that's good.
So my travel actually is really free that way. The flights and everything else are my expense.
Yeah, the flights are one time. Whereas the places to stay is not a one time. It's like daily, weekly, monthly.
Yeah, so there's all sorts of different lengths of time that you can find, right? As long as you're flexible.
Can you imagine staying for a whole month somewhere and not pay? That's huge. You can spend on good money on food and going out. You have no. Once you're not paying for a car and once you're not paying for a house, you have no money worries, no matter what your income is. Yeah,
unless you're. Unless you're homeless.
That's what I had to do, to divest all of my money sucking property that was not making money back in Canada. So build projects like this. Oh, the other side of it, like when we're having concerns about investing outside the country. Well, investing in Canada right now it's a nightmare. You know, with drip and undrip about the native land claims. Even so, eventually it gets sorted out. But in the last 2-3 years, it's causing issues with the bank.
And a huge amount of stress. Can you imagine if you thought, what happens when I try to sell my property and they say, well,
it's gone down. It's gone down because of that.
Yeah.
Like huge
drops.
There are places that lost 20 to 40% in some places in Vancouver and Toronto.
Right.
That's a lot. Right. No joke. Yeah.
No joke.
So the risk is inflation, currency erosion in Canada, and the rights entitlement and resale value because of the political situation. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, so it's been a pleasure, my friend. So if we look forward to talking to the next one with you. And as always, I appreciate this little insight. And your intro outro is amazing. I like that. I love the new Elder Nomad logo as well. So very lovely.
Thank you.
It's awesome, man. Next level.
Thanks for taking time out of your busy day, Sue. I really appreciate you as well. And thank you for joining us, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.